All right, welcome to the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center. We're excited to welcome the 7th head coach of St. Cloud State women's hockey, Mira Jalosuo. Just a couple housekeeping items here before we get started. We'll have opening statements from both our Director of Athletics, Holly Schreiner, and our new head coach. And then we'll do questions for Coach right afterwards. If anybody wants questions for Holly afterwards, she has a few minutes where you can grab her afterwards. So with that, we'll introduce Holly.
Thank you, Andrew. So excited to be here today, and I want to thank everyone that did show up. This is an exciting day for Huskies athletics. I'm super excited about the future and the direction that we're going to be going under our new head coach, but I want to take a second to recognize a few people first. So first and foremost, I want to recognize the efforts and support that we've had from President Dietz. He came in about a year ago, and he really worked hard to partner with athletics, even though there's tough budget times, just to ensure we felt that we were supported and we could move forward with the goals that we had for our program. So I'm indebted to him and thankful for his time here and look forward to a new president soon in the near future. I also want to take an opportunity to thank our student athletes. I know change can be difficult. It's difficult in administration when we have change, but anytime there's a change in a coaching role, that's extremely difficult. And then you throw in the pressure of the transfer portal, and I know that makes it even more difficult. So to our student athletes, thank you for being a Husky and being part of our family, but thank you for sticking with us through the summer in that transition. I am excited because I think we have a direction that will keep us on pace to continue doing what we had under Coach Idalski, and the ship is still moving forward, and I'm super excited. And thanks to our student athletes for always representing themselves, the department, and the university with pride. I want to thank our assistant coaches, so Janelle and Nora and Emily, thank you. You are a strong part of what we do. I'm excited to be adding Mira to that leadership group. This is the first time in program history we've had an all-female staff. And for our student athlete, that speaks volumes. You guys have done a lot this summer to transition the program and ensure we kept in the right direction. So thank you. To Mira's family, to Emily and Casper, we're thankful that they also agreed to be part of this because I know it's a family thing for you and for them. So we look at it as they're part of our family now, and we're excited to be welcoming them back to our family because we know that they were here before. This summer, when I was notified about Coach Idalski moving on to the PWHL, I wanted to make sure that we transitioned fast so we don't lose students, but also that we made the right decision for our program. Knowing that we had something really good going the last couple of years, to keep it moving forward was critically important. So there was a few things that really stuck out to me. We needed the women to feel supported. We needed to make sure that we had someone that had the drive, the dedication, and the passion that our previous head coach did, and that we transition those things to a new coaching staff that can take us even further. Over the last couple of years, it's been so fun watching Mira's success with the PWHL and the Minnesota Frost, and I'm just really excited about the opportunity that she brings to our staff to get us to that level as well. A championship would be great. There's no pressure, but we'd love to see the success that she's had at the PWHL. With that, I am beyond excited to introduce to you all our next women's head hockey coach, Mira Jalosuo.
Yes. Awesome. So I'm not a reader from paper, so I always just show up and say whatever comes to my mind. So obviously, first of all, thank you all for being here today. It means a lot. I see even the WCAC commissioner, Michelle McAdoo, made it here. Then obviously, big thanks goes to Holly. Thank you for the kind words there, and thank you for trusting me. And the president, Larry Dietz, thank you for him and his cabinet, like Holly mentioned. Everything moved super quickly, and it's not usually like that. Like, you have to have the support of the president to make things move fast. So very grateful for him and his support. Obviously, super grateful for my family that they're excited about this opportunity, and grateful for Brian Idalski. So Brian is a big reason why I'm here today. I was here his first year 3 years ago, so I know the 24 class super good, and 25 class I was there when we started talking for those athletes. So I think that this is gonna be a smooth transition, and the juniors and seniors, they were little babies, freshmen and sophomores when I was here last, so I think that that's gonna help the transition as well. And obviously there's a lot of people to thank. PWHL, Ken Klee, head coach Ken Klee, they're great mentor for me. I learned a lot from him in the past 2 years. Same thing about general manager Melissa Caruso. I think that she did a great job last year taking over the program, and obviously winning two titles with them was very special. And the last thank you goes to the coaching staff. So taking a little moment here to talk about them. So we have Emily Ogg here. So Emily is our youngest coach, and it's a full circle moment for me, because when Emily was in high school, I used to run her STP program in Brooklyn Park. So I used to be her coach back in the day. So I was thinking yesterday, like, yeah, I kind of still feel young, but then I was thinking Ogger, and I was like, okay, like I'm actually old. Like if I have a player who are used to coaching my coaching staff, I'm old now. Then Nora is not here today, so everybody probably already knows as of right now that Nora is my best friend. She is the godmother of my son, and I would take a bullet for her any given day. And she is just a fantastic human being. I'm biased, but she is the best in the business when it comes to goaltending. And it's a funny story. I just flew back from Prague, and there was one very good player, and I went to her agent, and I was like, I want this player. And he turned to me and was like, well, funny. Nora was the first person that came to me in December and said that I want the same player. So I called Nora right away that like, hey, how did you know that this player is good? And she was like, well, I did stand 30 years in the crease, so I probably know who is a good hockey player and who is a bad hockey player. I was like, well, that kind of makes sense. And she will keep me honest. I'm a very transparent person, so is she, and she's never afraid to tell me when I'm making some mistakes, or I should think about something again. So super excited to have her, and obviously Trent, Rachel are staying with us here, and Chino is the last person I want to say thank you. And honestly, the reason, one of the big reasons why I ended up taking this job is because of Chino. So I always thought that maybe Chino wants to take this job, but she gave me a call and she was like, Mira, like, would you be interested in taking this job? And I think that talks volumes about her, what type of human being she is, and she's always thinking other people, and the conversation with her was great, and she's kind of like the mom of the group. She is, the players feel very comfortable going to her. She has been here 10 plus years. She knows the recruiting landscape extremely well. So I'm just stoked to have Chino with us and keep building this program that you and Brian did build in the past 3 years. So the foundation is there. Now it's just my job to take this program to the next level. Any questions from you guys? Mick.
Just talk about the process, you know, I mean, because it was very quick, right? I mean, on Monday, he got named to the spot, and then by Friday, I mean, you had position, and I've talked to Brian a little bit. It sounds like the two of you had quite a few conversations about this, huh?
Yeah, Brian is a lifelong friend for me, so we always talk about hockey and we talk about possibilities and bounce ideas back and forth. So he bounced an idea for me that maybe it's time for him to move on to the PWHL. It's the pro lifestyle probably fits him a little bit better as of right now. Gets the summers off, and then obviously it came to the picture that he was like, I also care about the Huskies a lot. And he wanted to make sure that the program is left in the great spot, and he bounced the idea that it would be his will that me or Chino would take over the program. And at that point, I was obviously, everything was hypothetical. So I was like, Brian, like, I have the draft, like, to prepare that I can't be thinking too much of this, that I was the director of scouting for the Frost as well. So I felt like I needed to put all my effort into that 2025 draft in Ottawa, and he respected that. So draft happens. I talked with Holly on Sunday, so when Brian resigned, Holly gave me a call, and same conversation. I was like, I'm interested, but let me go through this. And Draft happens on a Tuesday night. I meet Brian on Wednesday morning for breakfast. We go through a couple of things. I have some questions about the team and the university and all that fun stuff, and then we get delayed in Ottawa that Wednesday night when I'm coming home. So we had avart, and I didn't have time to think about this super deeply yet. So we get delayed in Ottawa. I'm sitting in the plane for 3 hours in the Ottawa airport, and finally I had some time to think about it, and my gut feeling was like, I need to take this job. There is so much potential in this team. I think we can make it very far this year in the NCAAs and make some Husky history. So it was, at the end of the day, it ended up being a no-brainer for me once I had time to think about it.
At what point would you say Brian brought it up to you the first time you brought it up to you?
I would say it was probably middle of June, is somewhere around there. So probably a week and a half, 2 weeks prior. That the PWHL, they just hired a new GM, so obviously it took a little bit of time for her to figure it out, her coaching staff and who she wants to be in the staff. So it wasn't too much, like it wasn't months before, that it was just a couple of weeks, and then everything moved very quickly thanks to Holly.
At what point did, the idea of being a head coach, I mean, because you've been an assistant coach several times, obviously, and, at what point, I guess, did you kind of start thinking, oh, hey, this is a good step for me?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I think I'm a little bit different than most people, that I don't think about the titles, that everybody for me is the same level. Like I'm at the same level than Auker. Like obviously I have the last say on the lineup and recruiting calls and all of that, but I like to empower people, and Brian was very much the same way with me, and so was Ken Klee, that every single decision we made it as a group of people. That yes, I have the title of head coach, but at the end of the day, like we all are equal, and it was never my drive to be a head coach of a program. That I felt like I was a head coach last time I was in St. Cloud, and when I was with the PWHL.
How has your experience with the PWHL changed as a coach, and what new knowledge do you bring to this St. Cloud State team?
The reason why I took the PWHL job, I think that we have to start from there, that nothing was wrong with St. Cloud State. Like I was extremely happy here, and I loved the people around here. I loved Holly. Holly was a new AD at that point. She took great care of me. I saw the direction of this program, that I knew it's gonna get better. But I thought that that's the one time in my life that I'm gonna be truly challenged, just because there was players who I played with. So let's talk about Lee Steckline. If I can get a buy-in from Lee Steckline, who I played with, I think coaching is gonna be very simple for me rest of my life. That if you can get your peers to buy in, then coaching will be becoming easy. So honestly, the challenge was the big thing why I took that job at that point of my life. And now after winning 2 Walter Cups with the Frost, again it came back to that challenge. What else is there on the line? Like, yeah, we can go for the three-peat and go win another title, but I saw that St. Cloud State is a better opportunity and better challenge for me, because there is so much we can win with this program.
Would you say the 10 incoming freshmen and 3 transfers that be part of that challenge for you?
100%. Yeah, they have to. Like right away when you step on a campus, you have to be ready to play hockey. We lost 13 players, so we are bringing 13, maybe 14 in for this year. So there is some big shoes to be filled, and I'm excited what they bring on the table.
I know we're a couple months away from the season, but what are some things that stand out to you as head coach about the roster that you're inheriting with St. Cloud State?
Goaltending has always been good in St. Cloud State University, so I would say that we have 1A and 1B. So I would expect them to split some time, especially early on in the season. Defense is gonna be very solid, and it has always been. Even my time here, I thought our defense were very good. They block shots, they play blue collar hockey, who I am as a human being too, and I love that style. But the biggest difference for me compared to 3 years and this year is we have some skill in the offensive side of the puck. So now when we start talking about forwards, the expectation is that we're gonna be scoring 3 to 4 goals a game versus when I was here last time, it was more like 1 to 2. So Brian and Chino and Emily, Nora did a great job finding some forwards who can put the puck in the net, and now the pressure is on that we are not winning games anymore 1-0, 2 to 1, that we are expect to win by scoring 3 to 4 goals a game.
When did you reach out to the players? I mean, I would imagine was there like a Zoom call or something like that, or?
I actually did reach out right away. So me and Holly, we came into terms on Thursday. So right away Friday, Chino sent a message for the team that we have a new head coach, and I did talk individually with every single one of them on the phone, either Friday or Saturday. Then we had a group Zoom call on Monday, and that was basically the timeline how I was able to get a hold of everybody quickly.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you very much.
Awesome, thank you.
It's official now,
It's
right?
official now.